Intro. Welcome to Managing Performance Problems in 20 Minutes. Performance issues happen in every workplace, but they often go unresolved for too long. Why? Because many managers don't feel equipped to address them directly and constructively. This micro course will show you how to spot performance issues early, understand what's causing them, and take action the right way. Fast, fair, and focused. Lesson 1. Spotting early signs of poor performance. Hey, let's talk about something that's not always easy: spotting early signs of poor performance. It's not about pointing fingers, but catching things early so they don't get worse. Performance problems usually don't just pop up suddenly. They start small. Maybe a missed deadline or a drop in work quality. If you ignore those little things, they can turn into bigger headaches. So, what should you watch out for? Think about these signs. Missed deadlines happening more than once. More mistakes than usual or work needing extra corrections. Someone seems less engaged, maybe not joining conversations or responding slowly. Their attitude shifts, getting defensive or negative. They're suddenly late or missing work more often. If you notice a few of these, it's a good idea to pay attention. When you see these signs, don't jump to conclusions. Instead, ask yourself, is this really new? How is it affecting the team or the work? What's different from before? Keep track of what you observe, just simple facts. That way, you're ready if you need to have a conversation later. Why act early? Because waiting only makes fixing the problem harder. Sometimes people don't even realize they're struggling. Catching it early means you can help them get back on track without too much stress. Take a moment. Think about your team. Have you noticed any of these signs? What could be behind them? Jot down 2 things you've seen and what they might mean. Remember, spotting problems early helps prevent bigger issues. The sooner you notice, the easier it is to fix. That's it. Easy, right? Just keep your eyes open and be ready to support, not judge. Nah? Lesson 2. Conducting a performance gap analysis. Let's dive into how to figure out exactly where performance is slipping and why. This is called a performance gap analysis. Sounds fancy, but it's really just about comparing what's expected with what's actually happening. First, you need to be clear on the job expectations or goals. What should the person be doing? What results are they supposed to deliver? Next, look at their actual performance. What's working well? What's falling short? The gap is the difference between those two. What's expected versus what's happening? Once you spot the gap, it's time to dig a little deeper. Ask yourself, is it a skill issue? Maybe they don't have the training or experience. Could it be motivation? Are they feeling disengaged or overwhelmed? Or is it something else, like unclear instructions or lack of resources? Understanding the root cause helps you decide the right approach to fix the problem. For example, if it's a skill gap, maybe training is needed. If motivation is low, it could be about support or workload. Take a moment to think about someone on your team. Can you identify a performance gap? What do you think is causing it? Remember, the goal here is to be clear, fair, and focused on helping, not blaming. Simple but powerful. Knowing the gap and why it exists is the first step to closing it. Lesson 3. Delivering feedback effectively. Giving feedback can feel tricky, but it's a vital skill for helping people grow and improve. The key is to be clear, respectful, and focused on the behavior, not the person. Start with what's going well. Positive feedback helps people feel valued and open to hearing more. When you share constructive feedback, be specific. Talk about what you observed, how it impacts the team or goals, and what change you'd like to see. Use I statements to keep it personal and avoid sounding accusatory, like, I noticed, or I feel. Remember to listen too. Feedback is a two-way street. Give the person space to respond and share their perspective. If the conversation is tough, stay calm and empathetic. Focus on solutions and next steps, not just the problem. After the feedback, check in later to see how things are going and offer support. Think about a time you received feedback that really helped you. What made it work? How can you bring that into your own feedback? Good feedback builds trust and encourages growth. It's not about criticism, but about care and improvement. Clear, kind, and focused feedback moves teams forward. Lesson 1. Conclusion: spotting early signs of poor performance. Recognizing early signs of performance problems helps you address issues before they grow. Paying attention to behavior, output, and attitude allows you to support your team effectively and keep things on track. Remember, early intervention leads to better outcomes for everyone. Don't forget to take the quiz to test your understanding. When you complete it, you'll earn a downloadable certificate through TalentSpace. Lesson 2. Conclusion: conducting a performance gap analysis. Understanding the gap between current performance and expectations is key to effective problem solving. By identifying root causes, whether skill, motivation, or environment, you can create targeted solutions that make a real difference. Complete the quiz to reinforce what you've learned and get your downloadable certificate from TalentSpace once you're done. Lesson 3. Conclusion: delivering feedback effectively. Giving clear, respectful, and focused feedback helps people improve and builds trust. Remember to balance positive and constructive feedback, listen actively, and approach difficult conversations with empathy. Take the quiz now to check your knowledge. After completion, you'll receive